Welcome to the frosty heart of Canada, where the temperatures plunge lower than you might ever imagine. Join me, Tina Fey, as we explore the 10 coldest cities in Canada, where residents embrace the chill and live vibrantly amidst the ice and snow. We're talking colder than a polar bear's nose in January, colder than your ex's heart when you said you were leaving with their best friend, colder than, well, you get the picture. So grab your warmest parka, your fuzziest hat, and maybe a hot beverage or two, and let's dive into the Great White North's most frigid destinations. First up, we're heading to Snag, Yukon, a town so small it makes Mayberry look like a bustling metropolis. This is not the place to be if you forget your gloves. Back in 1947, Snag hit a bone-chilling minus 63 degrees Celsius, or minus 81.4 degrees Fahrenheit for you Fahrenheit folks. That's so cold, your eyelashes would freeze before you could bat them at a cute Canadian Mountie. But hey, the few hardy souls who call Snag home are used to it. They've mastered the art of layering, stocking up on supplies, and probably inventing new curse words for when the wind chill drops below holy moly. Next, we're jetting off to Yellowknife, the capital of the Northwest Territories, where the northern lights are as dazzling as the winter temperatures are daunting. This city regularly sees the mercury plummet to minus 51.2 degrees Celsius or minus 60.2 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than a politician's promise in an election year. But don't let the cold fool you. Yellowknife is a surprisingly happening place with a thriving arts and culture scene and enough outdoor activities to keep you busy until spring, or at least until you can feel your toes again. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading even further north to Inuvik, Northwest Territories, where the sun takes a vacation for part of the winter, but the community spirit never goes dark. This town, located north of the Arctic Circle, can see temperatures dip to a teeth-chattering minus 56.7 degrees Celsius or minus 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than my high school cafeteria's pizza. But the residents of Inuvik, many of whom are from indigenous communities, have adapted to the extreme conditions with ingenuity and resilience. They've got ice roads, festivals celebrating the winter, and enough warm smiles to melt even the coldest heart. Bundle up, buttercups, because we're venturing to Iqaluit, the capital of Nunavut, where the landscape is as breathtaking as the wind is biting. Get ready for temperatures that plunge to minus 45 degrees Celsius or minus 49 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than my agent's heart when I told her I wanted to do a travel show about Canada in the winter. But Iqaluit is so much more than just cold temperatures. It's a place with a rich Inuit culture, stunning natural beauty, and a thriving arts scene. Plus, where else can you go dog sledding, see a polar bear from a safe distance, of course, and then warm up with a cup of hot cocoa while watching the northern lights dance across the sky. Next stop, Thompson, Manitoba, a city known as the hub of the north. And by hub, we mean a place that's so cold, even the polar bears are like, yeah, it's a little chilly out here today. We're talking temperatures that can drop to minus 45 degrees Celsius or minus 49 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than, well, you know the drill. But Thompson is more than just a frozen wasteland. It's a city with a strong sense of community, a love of the great outdoors, and enough winter festivals to make you forget all about the fact that you haven't felt your toes in 3 days. Bonjour from Saguenay, Quebec, where the scenery is as stunning as the winter temperatures are. Well, stunningly cold. We're talking minus 43.9 degrees Celsius or minus 47 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than a mime in a blizzard. But don't let the frigid tone fool you. Saguenay is a city that knows how to embrace winter. From skiing and snowboarding to ice skating and snowshoeing, there's no shortage of ways to enjoy the great outdoors. And once you've worked up an appetite, you can warm up with some delicious Quebecois cuisine. Just try not to think about how much your face is going to hurt when you go back outside. Hold on to your toques, because we're headed to Whitehorse, the capital of the Yukon, where the gold rush history is as rich as the hot chocolate is necessary. Why? Because temperatures here can plummet to minus 52.2 degrees Celsius or minus 62 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than a penguin's pedicure. But Whitehorse is a city that's built for winter. From dog sledding and ice fishing to aurora viewing and snowmobiling, there's something for everyone. Just remember to pack your long underwear, your sense of adventure, and maybe a spare pair of gloves because, you know, frostbite. Welcome to Winnipeg, Manitoba, a city that's so cold they named a hockey team after the wind chill. And for good reason. Temperatures here can drop to a bone-chilling minus 47.8 degrees Celsius or minus 54 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than... Okay, I'm running out of cold metaphors, but you get the idea. Winnipeg is cold, but it's also a city with a lot to offer, from its vibrant arts and culture scene to its friendly locals. Just make sure to pack your warmest parka, your thickest mittens, and maybe a heated blanket or two. Hold on to your hard hats, because we're headed to Fort McMurray, Alberta, the heart of Canada's oil sands industry. And when we say heart, we mean a place that's so cold, even the oil rigs shiver. Temperatures here can plunge to minus 50.6 degrees Celsius or minus 59 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than, well, you know the drill. But Fort McMurray is more than just a frozen tundra. It's a city with a strong sense of community, a love of the great outdoors, and enough winter activities to keep you busy until the spring thaw. Just make sure to pack your warmest gear, your sense of adventure, and maybe a spare pair of long johns. Last but not least, we're headed to Regina, Saskatchewan, the Queen City of the prairies. And by queen, we mean a city that's so cold, even Queen Elizabeth II would need a hot water bottle. Temperatures here can dip to a teeth-chattering minus 50 degrees Celsius or minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than... Okay, I'm officially out of cold metaphors, but you get the point. Regina is cold, but it's also a city with a lot to offer, from its beautiful parks and gardens to its vibrant arts and culture scene. Just make sure to pack your warmest coat, your fuzziest hat, and maybe a thermos full of hot cocoa. As we've seen, living in Canada's coldest cities isn't just about surviving the cold, it's about thriving in it. From vibrant communities to stunning natural landscapes, these cities offer a unique way of life that's as resilient as it is cold. Thanks for joining me on this chilly journey across Canada. Stay warm out there.